Hello, I'm Ashwati, and with me I have Kevin and Nisha. And we are so back for the Japanese Grand Prix. And while we expected a quiet couple of weeks after Shanghai, it was the start of the hot new season of Succession Paddock Edition with all the Audi and Aston Martin drama. Guys, tell me this. Why is a team that barely survived two whole races just lost their team principle and just like having a full blown existential crisis?
Yeah, and like side note, the whole regulation change that we're currently witnessing is because we wanted to accommodate electrical engines because Audi asked for it, right? They're
Wow.
in the sport with these regulations because they asked for it, and then they're like, you know what, we'd like to change everything. But I also heard that apparently Jonathan Wheatley doesn't get along with Matteo Binotto.
Yeah. I
So
feel like the two pronged leadership approach
yep,
might not have
yep.
been fun. The lovely Ferrari.
You know the saying, right? More cooks like make the broth better, right? That's what it is, right?
Yep. That's exactly what it is. I'm sure Binotto loves being given inputs and giving
Yes.
away control. That just
Mm-hmm.
sounds a lot like him. Uh, I like Jonathan Wheatley, and I don't know if he's joining Aston Martin. There's a lot of conversation
Yeah.
around that. I mean, do they even have a team principal? Is Alonso the team principal now? I mean,
There, the actual chef is the team principal. You know, the one who's
that's
supposed to
that's
drive Alonso's car.
If you think about it, the real team principle of the friends that we made along the way.
true, true, true. I'm sure Lawrence Stroll has that framed somewhere.
Yeah.
Uh,
And guys, I have to tell you this. Unfortunately, we have rumors surfacing of Christian Horner coming back. We don't want that at all, but
Mm-mm.
that's just what's going on now.
yeah, but he's doing everything that he can to get back into the sport. He initially tried to buy a 24% stake at
Hmm.
Alpine,
Yep.
which apparently now his best friend Toto Wolff is trying to bid for.
Yep.
At times like this, I realize that I am actually not at all petty with my working rivals. Like this is so much. There's so much left to do.
Yes.
I mean, that's the energy I want to bring into my life. Yeah, but here's the part that gets me. Like
Yep.
Aston Martin came into the season with like an all-star lineup. I mean, minus Lance Stroll, but they promised so much, and at least on paper, and like
Yeah.
even on track. But I mean, not really on track right now. But
They're barely
the
on track
Honda
still.
engine, yeah. I mean, this was the promised sun
Yes.
or whatever with the Honda engine, but it's causing so much vibration that the
Yeah.
drivers can't even finish a race.
Mhm.
And now we're going into Japan, Honda's home race with Adrian Newey, the man who apparently can see air and will make championship winning cars. He's
Yep.
not, he's just like dissing Honda to
Mhm.
anyone who's listening, including the HRC president. So he's
Yeah.
obviously unhappy and he's not even showing up for the races apparently.
Yep. Yep. He hasn't been appearing in a couple of the races. So I don't know if you guys caught this bit in the Shanghai race where there was an onboard of Alonso, like he's going down a straight or
Right.
something, and like he literally takes his hands off the wheels, off the
Yeah.
steering
Yeah,
wheel.
he did because he lost peelings in his hand because he was waving like bye to who was it that was passing him?
Perez,
I think
Perez.
Perez.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah,
Perez.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's he was just basically losing his fingers. It's bad, man. It's very sad for Alonso.
I mean, at least the fact that he's now promoted to Daddy Alonso
Oh,
with a new baby is a silver lining.
yes.
And
Right.
on that note, this is F101.
Your friendly neighborhood F1 podcast.
That doesn't gatekeep but overshares.
Race updates, meme, and technical stuff. I know China was a long time ago, but it's still on my mind. What do you guys think? Like, what was your highlight or heartbreak of the race? I know, Kevin, you have a lot to say, so go first.
My highlight was obviously the fight between like Lewis and Charles Leclerc.
Mhm.
It was easily the best part, like
Yeah.
proper wheel to wheel racing. It was really clean. It felt tense for a few laps
Yeah.
instead of
Yeah.
those like usual quick overtakes. What about you?
Well, Ferrari was fantastic. I didn't mind eating my words. Kimi had a fantastic race, full control, even though the
Yeah.
spin at the end was a little scary.
Yeah.
I love watching him win the race. I can't believe I cried for a Mercedes driver.
I know.
Also, Carlos in points. I have to
Yeah.
mention. Sorry. Yeah, that was my highlight. What about you, Nisha?
Yeah. I think the Kimi crying moment was when we all collectively adopted him as our son.
Yeah.
Like, we're
L-
all his mother now. but but yeah, that was really sweet moment. My highlight was the midfield battle actually with
Mm,
Haas versus Alpine. Like both those Haases going after both the Alpines. It was a beautiful thing to watch. Like, and I know that they spent a lot of time on just Kimi's onboard, but and not showing us this, but it was great. I think that was a highlight for me. Ashwati, what were
yeah.
your heartbreak?
I feel like your highlight was my heartbreak. I mean, Franco Colapinto was having his Ariana, what are you doing here moment way up in the points. The boy was P2 at some
Yeah.
point, and
Yes.
then the crash with Ocon. I mean, I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to get too much on to it. There was a clear fault, blame
Yeah.
was assigned, blame
Ocon
accepted.
apologized.
He
Ocon,
apologized.
man, the guy
Uh,
who fights everyone, the guy who
yeah,
fought Max Verstappen, apologized.
yes.
Crazy.
So no more death threats for ST Bestie, and let's
Yes.
just move
Come
on.
on.
Let's move
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kevin.
Um, See, I mean, there's a lot of frustrations with the regulations, especially for my boy Max Verstappen. I
Yeah.
mean, he's struggling. A lot of people aren't completely sold on the new regs yet.
Yeah.
And there's a lack of like a fight at the very front, which isn't
Yeah.
necessarily helping the cause. So that's my lowlights.
I will
Okay.
remind Kevin of 2023 when Max Verstappen
Ten.
was only fighting sleep demons.
Yeah,
Okay?
I know.
30
I know.
Yes.
seconds in
The-
front.
He spent more time on like actually fighting in the simulators than he did the
Yeah.
actual F1
Yes.
races, I feel
Correct.
like, but
Yes.
yeah.
He spent more time fighting marketing and PR people than
Yes.
actually F1.
Yeah.
But
I
That's
feel
also
like
true.
that video of Max is on board and he's struggling to start, and all these cars are just whizzing past
oh,
him. Is the
Oof,
stuff of
that was so
nightmares.
painful. That was so
Yeah.
painful.
Uh,
trauma.
and on that
Yeah.
depressing note,
Yes.
Nisha, your heartbreak.
My heartbreak was actually, so we all know that Cadillac is doing a test year, right? Let's just
Yeah.
say that they're doing this for the first time. So this year is going to be a
Yeah.
lot of testing for them. So they want a lot of data. They want both their experienced
Sure.
drivers to collect a lot of data for them. And what does
Yeah.
Perez do on the first lap? He drives directly into Valtteri Bottas. Like, what
Yeah.
are you doing, my brother?
Yeah.
He's collecting data. That's crash test data. When a car comes on the road, you send it for crash testing. That's what they're doing.
Yes. He's
Like, how will you know? The Maruti Suzuki Swift got a 4-star on NCAP. Okay, you saw the ads. Okay, wait till next year. The Cadillac F1 car, 4 stars NCAP, baby seat, 3.1 stars. Okay, wait till it comes out.
I see.
If they
I
fit a
see.
CNG in it, it's going to sell really nicely in India.
Okay.
CNG model.
like,
Before the season started, I was such a big advocate for the fact that, oh, they're bringing in 2 experienced drivers.
Yes.
They're gonna really care. They're gonna be in the midfield. They're gonna be such a nice benchmark divider between the bottom and the top.
Yep.
Turns out that they're a nice benchmark between the DNFs and the Fs. That's what they are.
Yes,
I
exactly.
think we should be happy that it's not Lawson with Perez, else
Oh,
we would just be
to
crashing
be fair,
every race.
Perez did fight him in the first race, and Lawson was like,
Yeah.
dude, it's 2024, relax.
Yeah.
Imagine Lawson being the
Love
mature person.
love drivers being haters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Suzuka. This track exists because Honda quite literally said we're gonna build our own playground.
Yeah.
And it shows. I mean, it's one of the most unique tracks on the calendar. And Suzuka isn't just another circuit, it's just a circuit that drivers respect, like
Yeah.
very deeply respect. And it's what, 5.8 kilometers? with 18 corners. It's fast, it's technical, it's unforgiving,
Yep.
and also one of the only figure eight circuits in Formula One with the iconic crossover where cars literally pass each other.
Yeah.
And I feel like this track demands precision every second across those
Yeah.
53 laps.
Yep.
And now I just want to put Nisha on the driver's seat, let her do what she does best. Like, what do you think the track looks like?
Actually, I think it looks like a hairpin, maybe like one of those bobby pins, like that you put
Mm,
malipu in your hair.
Dude, I totally agree with you. It
Yeah.
does look like a hairpin, but if, kind of throwing back to what you said, I think a few episodes ago,
Mhm.
it reminds me personally of like a giant rubber band that's been dropped on the ground.
Ah,
It's
yeah.
twisting over itself,
Yeah.
right? It kind of looks like the outline of Japan if you squint a little bit,
Yep.
which feels poetic considering where we are.
Mhm.
What makes Suzuka special isn't just the shape, it's the flow.
Mhm.
And it stays with me because there are a lot of fun corner names here.
Yep.
So you're flat out down the main straight, and turn one comes at you really fast. You lift slightly, and then you're like setting yourself up for turn two. Then the dance begins. The S's
Mhm.
left, right. This is sector one in its pure rhythm.
Yeah.
The car's constantly loaded, constantly shifting directions, and you carry that momentum into the Dunlop curve.
Mhm.
A fast sweeping left that you want to take almost like flat out.
Yeah.
Now, welcome to sector two, the danger zone. You dive into Degno. It's a tight right hander that almost instantly you're flicking the car again into Degno 2.
Mhm.
From there, you brake hard into the hairpin, one of the slowest points on the track, and then you enter the spoon curve. This long double apex left hander is where patience is everything.
Mhm.
Because after that, you go flat out. You build speed as you're heading into the 130R,
Mhm.
one of the most iconic corners in Formula
yeah.
One.
Yeah.
A flat out taken at around 300 kilometers an hour. And this used to be terrifying. It still kind of is, but
Yep.
this is the kind of corner that separates a good driver from the great ones. And finally, the last challenge, the Casio triangle chicane. Hard on the brakes, right, left. It's slow, it's awkward, and it's easy to mess up. But if you get it right,
Mhm.
you straighten the wheel, get back on the power, and you launch back on the main straight.
It's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, thank you for that IMAX experience, Kevin. It's giving me like flashbacks of some of those iconic
Yeah.
Suzuka races. Especially the wet races are like amazing. Great
Yes.
watch. Another interesting thing for this circuit is the pit box is reversed here. Normally, it's as per championship order with McLaren in the front.
Yeah.
The advantage is that they get out faster.
Yep.
But in Suzuka, it'll be Cadillac in front. So I feel like we can also expect a lot of FP1 where drivers are going to the wrong garages and
Oh
things,
yeah.
like
Yep.
Carlos last year.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
yeah,
Yeah.
that should be fun to watch.
It will be. It will be. And honestly, this is one of my like favorite tracks, and I'm hoping to go see the action in person someday. Fingers crossed.
Me too.
Yeah. The dream, of course, it was to see Yuki Tsunoda, but now I guess I will settle for Oscar Piastri if he ever takes out the car
Finish.
and starts driving. But I know that Max has been struggling this year in F1 and also in Nord's life, right?
Yeah. Heartbreak.
But last year in Suzuka, that man gave us an absolute masterclass, right? He went out there, took his fourth consecutive victory at Suzuka in that beautiful white Red Bull livery. And if you're Honda sitting in the grandstands at your home race, as you described, Ashwati, this was basically like a love letter from Max.
Yes.
He was like, hey, thanks for the engine, babe. Also, here's a win in your backyard. And Honda's just like fanning themselves. Like, oh my God, Max.
Max pulls up with one of those edits like, treat me like white tea. Don't get me dirty.
Yeah. And the thing is, Suzuka is one of those tracks that exposes every single mistake. Like if you've made even the smallest
Yeah.
mistake, you will see it in Suzuka because it's so technical. And that year, Max just didn't make any mistake at all. But right behind him, we had the start of something very interesting, which was the Papaya Rules, because McLaren had both Norris and Piastri in play. and Oscar was quick, like properly quick, but the team was just not ready for that conversation yet. And they didn't let him race Lando right away. They kind of held back, and then it came to a point where Norris ended up having a bit of a tire advantage. And at that point, they were like, okay, Oscar, you're free to race now. And Oscar's just like, how about just no? Okay. But at the end of the day, it was a Max Lando Oscar podium. Three people who have barely finished a race so far this year. It's just what a frustrating experience
Yeah.
for everyone involved. But yeah. Oh, also, Hajar got his first points in Japan, which, considering what a terrible start he had, it was like a nice bonus moment for him.
I feel like even beyond the race, Japan has the best audience with all the
Yes.
costumes and the signs, and just so cool, so cool.
Amazing. And I think in continuation with fun radio messages, we got the other one from Charles. When
Yeah.
the engineer was like, oh, hey, you're not doing XYZ. And you could just hear like silence followed by, yes, I know. There's a reason I don't do it. I'm like, oh my God.
Uh,
If I was this engineer, I would have just covered my face in shame and gone somewhere else. The other thing to look forward to in Suzuka this year is that there is two straight mode zones. So far,
okay.
we've seen 4 zones. This time is only 2, which makes sense because when we had DRS, it was just one DRS zone. Also, tires, most likely we'll be getting the hardest in the range, which is C1, C2, C3, because Suzuka has a lot of technical corners, lots of braking. But I don't know, these tires seem to be lasting forever anyway. Just like
Mm,
the tire whispering is next level with these drivers, right? So, but more importantly, there is a 20% chance of rain on Sunday. And like you said, Ashwati, the only thing that can make Suzuka more exciting is rain.
yes,
So I'm fingers
me
crossed.
too. We're like those Lagan movie.
Yes.
You know, it's so
Ganana. Yes. Yeah.
And then George Russell's the Britisher. Dugna
Yeah.
lagan lagega.
Hey,
Top.
teen guna lagan, bro.
Yeah.
Teen
Teen
guna
guna
lagan.
lagega.
Yes.
Ganana ganana hi giru hi ganana gana gana hor gane dane ganana.
God, any person who knows the lyrics of this song is gonna come hit you now at this point. It's okay. This is what happens when you run a podcast with 3 South Indians. Let's go back to Suzuka, you guys. from God's own country to Japan.
Yes,
To
Japan.
Godzilla's own country.
Oh, what a. But speaking of Godzilla, I know, Ashwati, you mentioned all like fans dress up and stuff like that, but a lot
Yeah.
of teams do specific
True.
liveries for Suzuka. Like the Haas has done this like really fun Godzilla livery. I don't know if you guys had
Yeah.
any thoughts on that.
I mean, I love the brand mark. The brand mark looks really nice on paper, like the logo work that they've done.
Yeah.
But I don't know, when you see it on the car, it's very Sting energy drink-ish.
Maybe.
Our
Yeah.
Indian, Southeast Asian fans will understand.
Correct.
But yeah, I mean, that's just it. Like, it looks nice, but just like...
Missed the mark a little bit. But
Yeah, it feels like they got access to some like graphical design pack for free. And they're just like, use all graphics! Use everything!
Yeah, but the other one that I really like is the Mercedes one. So they've got
No,
like,
that was a
right?
beautiful implementation.
Based on their merch, they've got these like wolf eyes on the wings. Ashwati, you have thoughts?
The front wing.
Yes.
You don't
I
like it?
mean, I'm not a big fan of the design. I don't want to say what I said off screen, but it doesn't look great, and I think it's a pretty bold move, considering that they're now being investigated for the aero. Like the
That's
the
true.
wing it needs to be from the open stage to the closed stage in under
Oh.
400 milliseconds, and
Yes, but have you seen that when the active aero like switches on and off, it looks like the wolf is blinking? That's how they're planning to like scan the FIA.
So
with
there's like
blinking.
levels to this, because if you look at it, their wings
Yeah.
have eyes on it.
Yeah.
And
With-
there are eyes of
Oh.
the FIA
Yeah.
on the wings. And
Top
it's
notch.
Wolf Eyes. Who's the team principal? Toto Wolf. Illuminati confirmed.
This is
Also, another
Totoception.
thing, yeah, another thing that I'd like to point out is you mentioned the fans are like really nice and they go all out when
Mhm.
it comes to like decking themselves up
Yeah.
in the way that they look and stuff like that for the
Yeah.
F1 race. I think one of the things that I remember is a lot of times you see people that have these DRS hats on,
Yes.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Now that the front wing
Oh,
also does
yeah.
it, where are they going to?
Yeah, actually, this year is going to be really, really fun to see what kind of
Yeah, to
stuff
see
that they
how they
come up with.
implement it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, people who get it on their shoes and stuff like that. Oh, that'd be crazy. Like
That'd
the
be
Amazing.
front
cool.
of the shoe opens, it
Yeah.
shows their toes,
Oh
and
my
then they walk faster. Oh, that'd be killer,
You
dude.
should design something. And I mean, Suzuka has always been super fun, interesting.
Yeah.
Where I'm not only looking at the cars but also at the audience. And I feel like as a circuit, it doesn't let you get away with with a lot of things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like with other places, you can mask your weakness with like straight line speed,
Mhm.
nail a strategy, or just get a lucky safety car when you need it,
Yeah.
and suddenly you look better than how you actually were.
Mhm.
But Suzuka is like a full blown truth serum for both cars and drivers.
Yeah.
It demands everything from you. The track itself, as we know, demands precision, and it just
Yeah.
exposes setups that don't work.
Yeah.
You have no long straights to recover and no
Mhm.
easy overtakes to like bail you out. So I feel like personally very excited. Suzuka should let us know who has a real car under them,
Yeah.
at least till the European races sort of start,
Mhm.
and that sounds exciting. And on that note, podium predictions. Are we ready to get them wrong again?
Okay, I feel like after a few race weekends that we've kind of been through,
Yeah.
the competitive
Mhm.
order is kind of becoming clear.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
hard to look past Merck and both of their drivers. So right
Yep.
off the bat, George Russell's going to continue his dominance,
Okay.
P1,
Okay.
because apparently the order is very important. Antonelli and Leclerc for the
Okay.
remaining spots on the podium.
Okay.
Okay, knowing my luck, it's going to be one ulta pulti. Okay, but I'll take it.
Okay.
McLaren and Red Bull, I feel like they will bounce back,
Yeah.
but not enough to worry Merck or their immediate competitor,
Mm.
Ferrari. What about you, Nish?
So, I think because the current lap record for Suzuka is held by Kimi last year.
Yeah.
I
Alright.
think Kimi is gonna win again. I think it's gonna be Leclerc in P2. And I know you said McLaren's not gonna come back, but I did not realize how much I love Oscar Piastri. I just really want to see him on the podium. I'm manifesting this for my Australian. It's gonna
Yeah.
be Oscar Piastri P3.
I feel like I last couple of races, I said what my heart desired,
Yeah.
and it just nobody gave up. It just didn't happen. So realistically, I feel Russell P1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Leclerc P2.
Let's go.
Just because. And what's his name? Kimi Antonelli P3. And I want to make an addition, which is my heart's desire. I want to see Hajar P5 and above,
Oh,
which is as
Okay.
ambitious as I
Yeah.
can get for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see much from Red Bull or McLaren, at
Yeah.
least this time around, but yeah, that's the prediction.
The
You
heart
did say
wants-
P5 and above. You've already told who 1, 2, and 3 is. Say 4, none.
4 and 5. Between 4 and 5, you take
Huh?
whatever you want. No, I'm just stacking my bets. If this doesn't happen, at
see.
least that'll happen.
Ah,
So-
you're throwing a really nice wide net out, huh?
Yes.
Like
Yes, I am.
parlay.
Yes.
But I feel like I was very judgmental towards your predictions. But I'll tell you what. Let's kind of start afresh.
Yeah.
We've got a new segment, and the
Yes.
segment's called "We Listen and We Don't Judge,"
Uh-huh.
where
No, we do.
we
Okay.
share our hot takes
Yeah.
and not takes, and the other people just have to, as the word says, take it.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
No reactions, no responses, no rebuttals.
Yes,
The
bec-
3 R's that make
we-
a healthy relationship.
Wow. Wow. We will leave
Right.
it to our listeners to judge.
Yeah. As they do,
Yes.
we are seeing the comments. We
Oh,
see
yeah.
what you guys are saying. We're going to heart everything that you guys say because we
Correct.
love you guys.
Okay.
No,
But
and not only that,
on that-
because algorithms don't understand love and
Love
hate.
and hate.
It's all engagement. So please, please tell me not to watch F1 anymore. Whatever, Pulkit Pandey, I'm on to you.
Oh,
Shout out to Pulkit. But on that note,
Yes.
I need you guys to say it with me.
Mhm.
We listen.
and we don't judge.
Ashwati.
George Russell is not one of the top 5 drivers on the grid.
Okay.
We listen,
We
listen
and
we
we don't judge.
don't judge. Okay. Nish.
Okay. Ferrari doesn't really care about the championship because they get the maximum amount of money anyway. But what they do care about is their sponsorship. So they will encourage all the battles this season, even if it means they will lose out places to Mercedes. Listen.
We
and
listen
and we don't judge.
judge. Okay. This might be hard to hear, and it's even harder for me to say it as a Max fan, but nobody will ever break Hamilton's win record or his and Schumacher's 7 titles. I mean, wind tunnel testing restrictions and cost caps have made extended periods of dominance impossible to replicate.
We
We
listen and
we
judge.
don't judge.
Nice, guys.
Nice.
But yes, we're curious to hear your thoughts, dear listeners.
Yes.
Since you have been listening, you are allowed to judge. Let us know
Of
what
course.
you think.
So, as we know, F1 is going on a long break with the 2 races in West Asia being cancelled. But F101 is going to be around with some exciting content.
Yep.
If you like this episode, follow, subscribe, and share with a fellow F1 fan or somebody you'd like to bring over to the dark side. Predictions of takes, find us on Instagram. Link in the description. We're building a community over there and we're very happy, almost desperate to have you join us. Thank you, Kevin and Nisha, for joining me and doing this. And big shout out to Aaron for setting us up.
Yep.
And we'll see you guys on the next episode of F101.
Bye.
Bye.